And we are starting. This is week 4 of UGC Steel Season 20. It's Jinjiang on blue and After Deadline on red. Watching a soldier with a very fast rollout. 1v1's the scout should win this, there we go. And now has the enemy boiler room all to himself already. I am casting non-live again. Oh damn, this is a really strong mid-fight of Mate if he hadn't ignored the sentry so much. But unfortunately, After Deadline's combo has opted to go directly under, where they are not contesting the point at all. And Jinjiang has realized this and just sort of taken it. And yeah, once more, not live. In fact, I think most of these will be non-live, simply because we got our own officials to do. And I will just let you know when it's a live stream, actually. Should be more rare. Other things. I am sitting in an incredibly cold room, and everything is different, if the only thing you know about me is my videos. Which is rare. But, yeah, it's 16:9 now, so that's nice. I need an FPS config now, which is not nice for watching. But it is for playing, except it isn't, because it made my frames worse, and it's irreversible somehow, and everything sucks. But whatever. Yeah, that is bullshit. It's an FPS config and made me worse. Gosh. But alright then, it's Asheville, as you might have noticed, and Blue has already gotten a full minute off this timer. Both of these teams have had 3 wins in the first 3 matches. So I'm expecting it to be rather interesting, just about top steel level, if you can say that, after only half the season. Which, yeah, we probably can. It's just that you can be wrong, because every single result still affects the standings a lot. And so, I'm not thinking very much about what I'm seeing, I'm just talking about you know, the context of this match. But I just saw a huntsman. Oh, that's right, Jinjiang. Jinjiang are weird people who don't take UGC seriously, for no specific reason. Jinjiang people, if you're watching, the reason people consider ET after El more serious than UGC is because there's money at the top. You are not playing at the top. To you, it's 100% identical. Anyway, yeah, but, Jinjiang has been looking a lot stronger. In general. Maybe it's because they don't care. Maybe that gives them the power of not caring. Is that a mall? Is that a mall on Koth? Alright then. Oh, that's right. Again, Huntsman and Mall. I should stop wondering about weird unlocks. It's Jinjiang. But they do seem to be individually very strong players. Considering that they're winning this anyway. And they're winning it pretty comfortably. And they're winning against the top steel team. Yeah, they just dare to be a lot more aggressive, which is key on Asheville. After Deadline is just constantly playing way too scared. There's only 20 more seconds left, and there's a blue Uber being popped, while the crits is still building. And the combo's playing under. Not sure if that's gonna work. For the last 10 seconds. Want to touch the point now, I'm going into free cam. As I said, my frames are worse. After upgrading my graphics card and getting an FPS config. Oh, that's the crit on the pyro! Med goes down. They got red people on the point. I think they can finish this cap. But, as we've seen before, this is Jinjiang playing the aggressive combo. And AD has backed out like they really, really shouldn't. It's overtime. They got people on the point again. Numbers roughly equal. Oh yeah, this is the aggression. This is the aggression that After Deadline apparently needs to be forced into taking. But I think it's going to be very tough to keep it for 2.5 minutes against a team like Jinjiang. And again, AD playing a lot around these boxes. And again, Jinjiang playing a lot in people's faces. There's the next Kritsuba on the demo. Only got one kill that I saw. And that's it. That's 1-0 for Xinjiang. Again, I've been talking mostly about context and things around this match. See AFK. The NG's AFK. God damn it! Why can't I get a properly, like, both sides are serious and relatively high level match, huh? Why does it have to be either super clear and or one of the teams is being weird and stupid? I mean, in this is the opposite of GMSU versus... Wait, was it GMSU? No, it was BAB versus EUG. This is the opposite of that, because in this case, the team that plays weird gimmicks is the better one. But honestly, that kind of makes it worse. But hey, I can't stop him. Right, you can see the blue combo going through under. Wait, that's exactly the opposite of what happened last mid-fight. But yeah, the crits mid-fight is based all around popping as soon as you have it, because that means that the stock Uber is not ready yet, and then you use that to kill that medic, so you can keep playing your advantage. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, probably on Lakeside. But yeah, they waited a bit long. It still worked out because being overly aggressive against the crits Uber doesn't work very well. But still, it's gonna be a tough one. Another AFK, Jesus Christ. Xinjiang really does not care. And this is AD being way too careful. The heavy is playing what would be the, like, sort of... Well... I was gonna say the heavy is playing what would usually be the, like, sort of safe medic position. And everybody else is way behind him. And he's not shooting anything. And then he dies anyway because that demo somehow got through. And yeah, Asheville is very much a map that just rewards aggression. Because if you want to hold back... Oh, I want to watch this before going to free cam and tell you where. Oh, there's a proper forward hold here. They're not letting him get to ramp. Park's got to get back though. They're not that aggressive. But alright, yeah, if you want to play careful on Asheville, you can be sitting here and doing absolutely nothing with the point. It's so easy to just not have the damage as soon as you want to stay alive on Asheville. You gotta... Oh, this is a strong Uber. This is a strong Uber. Some main caller on red must not have counted their Ubers. And got completely caught by surprise with that. Full combo wipe and then some. And they can start a bit of a spawn cap now. He decides to go instead. This little trap. And Jesus. Right, this demo's pretty good. I'm calling it. This demo's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of blue alive, a lot of blue right around the point, a lot of blue constantly doing damage when AD isn't. And the time is already in their favor. I'm surprised actually. If you just look at the stats, look at the results of both of these teams, I would have called this an extremely even match. Except now that I'm seeing it. And now it seems pretty clear in favor of Xinjiang. And now also thinking about Xinjiang, they... I mean, there's other really strong teams. There's a B-Nest, who consider themselves silver, or some of them consider themselves silver. There's PM, who are considered sandbaggers, although they suddenly have been struggling. So I was gonna say, if Xinjiang can win against a team like After Deadline so comfortably, without giving a shit, then they might be the kind of team that could win Steel. Which would make me very unhappy. Because, as I said, they don't care. I don't want to... That's not what I want comp to be. There's enough not caring if you want to play pubs. Yeah, constant numbers, constant aggression, constant kills in favor of Xinjiang. They're all alive right now. Well, not anymore, it's fine. But yeah. Xinjiang being a shit ton stronger here. It can always be just the extent of knowing, hey, Asheville wants you to be aggressive, let's be aggressive. And then AD not knowing that. And then not being aggressive, and then losing because of it. But either way, they're both like candidates for Steel playoffs. And yet there's such a big skill divide. They've also been running 24/7 crits, I believe. That's not too healthy either. You want those to be surprises. Or you want to realize that they kill your medic pretty well, so maybe you should run an Uber that allows him to save himself. Yeah, I don't think it fits their style either. I've heard people arguing that of all the Koth maps, Asheville is one that does not like crits as much. Like, you can just run away. You can just turn around 3 corners and be fine. But it's gonna be the 2-0. Oh yeah, this is looking very one-sided so far. AD is gonna have to actually come up with a way to counter this. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. This room is cold. That's what I'm focusing on. I was talking about the crits. Yeah, something about the crits not being very good for Asheville. And oh yeah, that's right. And it's especially not good for AD because they've been playing so passively. They want kills. So they should be in a position to get kills. And Jesus Christ. Hey, every time I watch an S class, every time I watch a pick class, every time I watch a class that can solo things in the mid fight from Xinjiang, they just go in super confidently and get 1 kill, 2 kills without much trouble. And that's never a good start. That's never a good start. And it's even harder to turn things around when you're passive. So, like, if you're a passive team, if you just say this is our characteristic, it's how we play best, then I suppose that's fine. But you need to be able to win the mid fight. The mid fight has to be your exception for it. You want to start the round with the point in your favor, with you having the point, and then you try to kill the time with being passive and staying alive and being a constant, like, slight threat instead of a sudden strong one. Yeah, that's the thing. Except, they've been losing every single mid-fight, because even then, they're not aggressive enough. Is that a blue sniper in a red building? Okay then. I'm not okay with them winning this. I mean, I know they will. And they probably deserve it if they can fight through all these weird plays and still win. But it doesn't make me happy. Like, sure, when people talk about what's bad things about comp, they talk about stale metas and there not being enough viable strategies and everybody does the same thing. But then I look at a team that just dedicates to gimmicks and I'm like, I like the meta. I feel like the people playing the meta just shows that they actually want to win. And it just, I don't know, it results in a higher level play of trying to practice the things that are established instead of trying to come up with a new thing which you're then not going to do very well. It's the fun thing is that that you do it at all, you know. Only 3 up on red, and even the medic just spawned. Probably the others too. Everyone on red is constantly just spawning and then dying. Except no, not really. That doesn't make sense. I was just talking about how they're too passive and staying alive too much. But yeah. They got the blue mat down. I did not see how. I've not done any play-by-play yet. That's what they tell the solo casters. You're the one person, so you have to switch between play-by-play and flavor or whatever. So here we go. This is some riveting Vavo play-by-play, hurting my eyes because I don't have a lot of frames and he's waving his aim around pretty hard. This is a lag and NG. He dies. This is the surfing crits medic who runs right in front of what? That was a bad decision, sir. Like, I know you want to be with your heavy who can protect you, but you don't want to literally jump into rockets. And yeah, the DMing on Xinjiang is just so much stronger. You can look at pretty much any single one of these players and you're like, okay, he's stronger than his counterpart. And at some point, a team is not about like synergy and playing together really long and having the strategies. At some point, if the difference is big enough, you can just be like, yo, the better team is the team that has the better players. And then that team wins. Since this round is nearing its ending, assuming that they're going to cap this, which I do believe. Quick reminder on UGC KOF maps, it does not end after it's 3-0, which is going to be. There's a second half, which is played until either team has 4 round wins total. So, unless AD really comes up with something good now, that is going to be a 4-0. Which I find genuinely surprising. Like, even on KOF maps, it's really easy to, despite the arrow there, it's really easy to just drop around, maybe even 2. While being properly the stronger team, you could just lose a round. It just happens. There's a lot of rounds. They're all fast. There's just this random deviance of, yeah, sometimes it's gonna not work. Alright, it's halftime, which I cut out. So, see you back in literally a second to you. Here we are. Thank you for waiting the literally a second to you. To me it was like 10. So yeah, they didn't diddle-daddle around a lot. It's, I think both sides know how this is gonna end. Although, even a single round win that AD can get out now, even if it's just like, I don't know, working with the cockiness that Xinjiang presumably has now, from winning so strongly 3 times in a row. If they can get just 1 round win, that can help their match points, and that might be the decider for position by the end of the season. Like, every little bit helps. And KOF is one of those places where it's not hard to get at least some match points. Even when you're losing. You might want to cap. If you have this entire ground, I'm not seeing any red players even leaving their building, you should probably cap now. Uber's ready on both sides. Constantly building the sentry and shutter. I mean, sure. Going all the way up to shutter to open it and to destroy their sentry is kind of overextending. And that's the big strength, that's the big appeal of the shutter sentry. But if you always only play the shutter sentry, then it's ultra predictable and people know exactly that that's where they have to go. Also, the map just dropped. If I was a different kind of caster, I would be going crazy about that. And maybe one day will, I don't know. I do understand the appeal in, hey, let's make this entertaining by really caring about every tiny little thing. And hey, medics drop. It's still... It's not rare to see 2, maybe 3 drops every game. And obviously I acknowledge that it's a singular, sudden moment that turns the game around pretty strongly. But if I were to start yelling, I'm like, holy shit, he had that headshot, my god, Jesus Christ! It would be fake. And I think that people would know that it would be fake. And that would be bad. So it's not worth it. Is this WM1 just gonna... No, 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 guys. AD, come on, have some callouts. Please. Don't... Never give up, kids. Never give up. You know, the countdown time is at the top, they're not that terrible. And, as I said, winning 1 round, getting your little bits of match points can go a long way. So don't just be like, oh, this pyro ran into us, let's just let a whole combo die to it, because whatever. I mean, I gotta say, I'm one of those people who... You know, tilting is an exaggeration. Tilting sounds like anger, but, who are prone to give up if they're really getting rolled. I think there was a scrim where it was looking terrible, and, by the end of the second half, I would like, get jumped by someone. I was like, ah, fuck it. I'm not even gonna fight back. And let go of my mouse until I died. So yeah, I would never do that in an official, for the record. I would never do that in an official. But I know I do understand people being like, oh shit, there's no hope. But it's just, if you're in an official, I'm gonna say that is the difference between officials and scrims to me. If you're in an official, the tiny chance, you know, let's say that AD right now has, I mean, it's not even looking that terrible. AD right now has a 2% chance of winning this. It's higher than that, but let's just say it's a really bad situation for you, and you have a 2% chance of winning it. If you give up, you have a 0% chance. Thus, obviously, you made a strategically bad decision. So don't do it. There you go. Motivational maths. Look at this aggression. Look at this aggression. This is Asheville. Well, this is Asheville on slightly not fully... Is that a classic? He's running the classic. Fucking Jinjang. I forgot what I was talking about. Something motivational, yada-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, put it on a poster, bye. Oh, there's quite a few blue players down. If there's gonna be another push that succeeds from AD, it better be now. It's just a medic in the demo, kind of... Oh wait, I thought the map was the other way around. It's not overextended. Gets the NG. Should probably go for the zap now. Should be safe. Just zap it. Nice. While the rest of his team caps. That's pretty nice. However, 26 seconds on the blue clock probably means that one more successful push from blue will be enough. I mean, sure, it's enough time to, like, set up your jumps on the point in overtime. But, ooh. Oh, that's the crits. That's the crits. I was wondering why I died so quickly. That's the aggression. They're being aggressive now. They learned. They learned going up the enemy ramp. I taught him that. I taught him that through the STV that happened a day later. I was a bit afraid that Baby Medic might run straight into those stickies even though he was looking at them. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, they're not that bad in general. After Deadline, I find rather solid. And, yeah, as I said, they might make playoffs. And they would probably deserve it. They've been playing well. And by that I mean I don't really know, we scrimped them like once or twice. But I know that they won 3 games in a row. So that's good. And also they're basically all dead now. As blue is capping. Oh, there's an Uber ready though. If they wait for the spawners now, I'm gonna go to the red medic if I find him. We saw him just now. There he is. Oh, it's crit Uber again. Gotta do it now. You got all your players alive, and blue does not have their Uber, and there's 15 seconds. There it is. That's the crit Uber on the demo. And medic goes down. I think that's what just settled it. Oh, that was a nice surf. At 2 health, still getting the kill. A lot of players both on down on both sides. But it's not enough. And Jinjang wins 4-0. Deserved. I gotta say it was deserved. But I also gotta say I'm not happy about it. Because that's not really what I want comp to be. And now you can watch my endless chain of V's filling up in the console. Yeah, in case you've been wondering, there is no upload of Deseros' match this week. Because we got a default win. Which we're not fully happy about either. I mean, it's a win, we gotta take it, of course. But we're pretty sure we would have won anyway. So at the end of the day, it just costs us match points. But yeah. Another match. I feel like every time I choose a match to cast, I do my very best to pick one that's like, oh, it's a win streak versus win streak, and they're both at the top, and it's got to be really close and interesting. And then there's like a clear favorite. There's a clear better team, which then wins. Which honestly is a good sign, obviously. Like if the weaker team would win, then we'd have something to complain about. But I do think that it's surprising that there's this sort of skill divide in Steel. I mean, obviously part of it is because Steel and Iron are the same now, but I still think it shouldn't be that much of a difference when I grab 2 top teams, you know? But anyway, congratulations Jinjang on your 4th win in a row. And see anybody who watches this cast next week. Bye-bye.